Hey everybody, it's Gary from Living in Toronto, and if you want to find out what it's like, the good, the bad, and the ugly, what it's like to work, live, sleep, and play in the city of Toronto, and if you want to find out 10 reasons not to move to Toronto, stay tuned, hit the subscribe button, click the bell, because you don't want to miss out on future videos. Now, a lot of people are going to sugarcoat things. They're going to tell you all the positivity, but I'm here to tell you both. I'm just going to tell you straight. So let's get to it with 10 reasons not to move to Toronto. Now, I got to be honest with you. I receive dozens of messages every month, texts, phone call, email, about people wanting to come to Toronto. Listen, reach out day or night. It doesn't matter, because when it comes to Toronto, I've got your back. So let's start with the top 10 reasons not to move to Toronto. Reason number 1, high cost of living. Toronto is now number 8 out of the top 10 cities in the world for being the most expensive. The price of housing, the cost of rent, the cost of groceries, all of these costs of living, if you don't budget accordingly, and if you don't know what you're getting into, your life is going to be miserable. You need to make a certain amount of money just to live comfortably in this city. So before you get here, know what you're getting into, have your budget, and don't make this up as you go. You have to have a concrete plan. Number 2, traffic congestion. With an ever-growing city and a limited infrastructure, traffic can be horrendous. It's not uncommon to sit on the 401 for an hour and a half for a ride that should only take you 30 minutes. Now, that's with all the roads, that's with all major highways surrounding Toronto. We have the 401 to the north, we have the 427 to the west, we have the Don Valley Parkway to the east, and below us, we have the Gardiner Expressway. All the infrastructure it's just not there. Toronto is growing rapidly, and that means higher times on the road, and that can be really frustrating. You should try being at Yonge and Eglinton on a Friday at 4 o'clock, having to get to the West End, and you're right in the middle of the city, and you think, where do I go? Do I go to the 401? Do I go down to Gardiner? It's a gamble, but one thing's for sure, you're going to be stuck in traffic. Number 3, public transportation issues. Now, although we have a system in theory that covers the whole city of Toronto, using the TTC, like I said, we have streetcar, we have buses, we have subway, but we've been criticized for having an overcrowded system, and in recent months, there's been a number of violent attacks on the TTC. Number 4, we have harsh winters. There's no other way to describe it than just that. Toronto is cold, damp, snowy, and there's a lack of sunshine a lot of the times in the wintertime. It's gray, and if you suffer from depression or sad, you have to look after yourself. You have to eat right. You have to stay fit. You have to do everything you can in the winter to stay positive. Number 5, urban sprawl. Toronto has experienced rapid growth and will continue to experience rapid growth. What does that mean? That means there's loads of constructions, there's road closures, there's less green space now than there ever was, and that can lead to an unattractive city. Number 6, competitive job market. Now, although there's lots of opportunities for jobs in Toronto, the competition is fierce. You better have everything in order. You better be the best version of you that you can be, because for the good paying jobs, it is fierce out there. Number 7, noise and air pollution. We are 6.7 million people in the GTA, and you can bet it's noisy and there's air pollution. It's not uncommon on a hot day in July when it's 30 degrees outside and you're driving into the city on the Gardiner Expressway from a distance, it's not uncommon to see that haze over the complete city. And if you have asthma or if you have any other issues, respiratory issues, you're going to feel it. Number 8, narrow roads. In some of the older Toronto neighborhoods, you're going to find narrow roads. It makes it hard to park, and if there's a snowstorm, trust me, you would have a hard time getting a cow down that street. Number 9, limited affordable housing. There is a lack of housing right across the GTA. Now, you got to remember, for every 100 people who come to Canada, 85% of them end up in Toronto. What does that mean? It means there's a lack of affordable housing. In fact, it's not uncommon for a house to go for sale today, and 3 days from now, when they have an offer date, it's going to have 10, 11 offers on it, okay? Also, the same rings true for renting. If you're looking to rent a place, get in line because there's 9 other people who want that same place. Number 10, long wait periods for healthcare, okay? So if you have something going on that's deemed non-urgent, you're going to be waiting. You're going to be waiting a while because we have so many people in the GTA, our system is spread thin. Now, when I talk to other people in Canada in different places, small town Canada, there's no problem. They don't have the wait line. They don't have to wait. They get in, they get it done, the doctors, everything works in sync, everything is the way it's supposed to be. But because of all the people coming to Toronto, our system is spread thin and you're going to wait for non-urgent services. There you have it, 10 reasons not to move to Toronto. But if you're still coming to Toronto, we're here and I've got your back. Now, with all that negativity, there's still more positivity that outweighs the negative. But you've got to know the negativity. So I can help you, but you've got to reach out. The number's on the screen. Text me, call me, day or night, it doesn't matter, because when it comes to moving to Toronto, I've got your back.